Hello my darlings, hope you're all doing well. Leslie here. Welcome to this reading where we're going to be taking a look at what is the new moon cycle bringing you. Okay, so today we have the full moon, but the reading is timeless. This is whenever this finds you. So we're taking a look at the new moon and we're taking a look at the full moon, right? So whichever one is closest to whenever you're watching this video, this is going to be the moon cycle that is going to affect you. So let's go ahead and take a look at today's options and find out how the new moon is going to affect you, which part of your life. Option number 1 over here, option number 2, and lovely option number 3. All right, see which one you're mostly drawn to. Don't overthink it, and let's go ahead and get started. My lovely option number 1, and welcome to your reading, guys. If you were drawn to this particular picture with the crescent over here, I am getting somebody with a very strong intuition, guys, but somebody who's an empath, and I feel like your energy of an empath lately has been turning you into a hermit. I feel like you guys are just overwhelmed, tired, lost, and just fed up with people, with what's going on in the world. It's just like this information overload, and you're finding it a little bit difficult lately to function. But again, the cards are kind of saying, you know, this is something that's temporary. But you guys are very connected to the moon, whether you know it or not. You could be feeling more emotional, you could be feeling more intuitive, depending on the different cycles, and especially when it's the blood moon or it's the blue moon. I want to say that your abilities, guys, when we're talking about manifestation, when we're talking about magic and psychic abilities, they are increasing. So if it's something you didn't know about yourself, the cards are just letting you know that you can use it. All right, anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at what the message is in this card. What is it that the new moon cycle is bringing you? Okay, love. Aphrodite, I call to thee to bring true love here to me. So I feel for a lot of you, my lovely option number 1, you're ready. You're ready to fall in love. You're ready to let go of relationships that are literally not working out for you. And if you're already in a relationship, I want to say that you guys are ready to fall deeper into love, that you're ready to discover new parts of your person. I'm seeing that that new cycle is bringing for you, if you guys already are in a relationship and you're okay with your person and you want to stay with them, you know you want to stay with them, you guys are seeing the real them, the authentic them. And they're not going to disappoint you. They're going to prove once more that you chose the right person. If we are talking about somebody who is in a toxic relationship, a relationship that isn't working, you guys are going to put a lot of love on yourself. And this will do these two things to you. 1, you're most likely going to have the courage and finally make the decision to leave the relationship where you are drowning. Literally drowning in your tears, in your sorrow, in your loneliness, in your inability to be yourself, in your desire to feel wanted, needed, appreciated, and loved. And the second thing it's going to do, it's going to start healing you so that a new person can come in. And if you guys are completely single, ready to mingle, ready to explore, let me say this. You guys just won the jackpot because you are getting love. You're not getting just passion, which might be very fleeting. You're not just getting a romance, which again can come and go, but you're getting love, something that is built, something that is created, something that is very long term. So why don't we go ahead and take a look over here. What does your love look like? And this is the Queen of the Oracle deck. That self-love card was winking at me. Yeah, here for a lot of you, you're saying goodbye. For some of you, it's you finally separating from your parents. so that you can choose the partner that you want and the partner that doesn't resemble your parent, that you don't repeat their patterns. So with this new moon or full moon, you guys are releasing with gratitude everything that you've been taught, both negative and positive. And you're letting it go. And you're choosing your own path. Some of you guys might be 32, 23. You guys might have been seeing 23 for a very long time. But this new moon or this full moon is definitely bringing you love. Okay? And it could be, this is very interesting. It could be, by the way, some of you guys are born on the 7th. It could be with somebody who's a nutritionist. It could be with somebody who is a health coach. It could be with somebody who is working at the gym, working at the spa, somebody who might be involved in healthcare, maybe holistic healthcare as well. So this is absolutely fantastic. This is absolutely fantastic. Okay, let me see if there's anything else that they want to add. Yeah, that self-love did come through, right? So it's almost like for those of you guys who are in a very difficult relationship, there's a very special message that without self-love, without strong boundaries, it's very difficult to find the love that you want. Because you show to others how to love you. I know we want to, like, we really want somebody to know how to love us, but there's so many love languages, and there's so many, like, little bits and pieces where we feel our boundaries are pushed, and if we don't react in a timely manner, then the other person might think it's okay without even thinking twice about it, and there you are, guys, being a little bit hurt by it, right? So it's this energy of self-love that's going to be very, very important. Where part of the self-love ritual involves telling somebody to piss off in an unknown direction. Please know where the emergency exits are located at all times, sort of thing that's happening over here. All right, so that's what I see for you, my lovely option number 1. I hope you enjoyed this reading and it resonated. If you're up for a personal reading, send me an email. The email's in the description box below. It says the link to my Patreon page, so make sure to check it out. Alright guys, take care of your beautiful selves now. Bye. My amazing option number 2. Hi and welcome to your reading, guys. If you were drawn to this picture over here, let me say this. I don't know if you know this, but you are incredibly powerful when it comes to manifestations and when it comes to attracting things. But lately, let me say this. It's either that you stopped believing in your energy, and you're like, okay, so I've been trying to manifest something, but it doesn't work. So there are 2 things that you need to know. The first thing over here is that the power of your subconscious mind is much more powerful than your conscious mind, right? So subconsciously, there might be blocks that are preventing you from manifesting something, right? So it's not that your power doesn't work. Your power is working, but right now, it's almost as if it's working to prevent from something happening. Maybe because you feel safer that way or whatever. And the second thing over here is when you are fully charged, when you're fully activated, you can honestly create miracles. You can create your own blessings because you kind of, you have a hotline with the universe, right? There's something in your lineage, there's something in your past lives, there's something in the placements of the planets on the moment that you were born that gave you the power. And it feels like this new cycle, this new lunar cycle that's coming through, this is where you learn your power. This is where you dive deep and you look at your subconscious mind. And you're like, okay, let me see where the settings for the signal that I'm sending out to the universe aren't correct. So you can tweak them a little bit, right? Because here, let me say this. You guys are experienced You experienced, like in past lives, you know, you were a witch, a wizard, a healer, an oracle, loads and loads of things. You were an astrologer, an astronomer. You were powerful. And this is something that's within you. It's something that can't be taken away. But right now, they're saying you just need to learn how to activate yourself and how to set the right frequency. So let's take a look at the message. Inspiration. Right. So this is absolutely stunning over here. My darlings, let me say this. It feels like the next lunar cycle is going to bring you loads of inspiration when we are talking about certain creative projects, when we're talking about writing books, creating a routine, creating spells, creating whatever it is that you're going to create. Number 19 is coming through as an important number over here. You guys could be 19 or born on the 19th or just 19, maybe something that you've been seeing for quite some time. Also, life path number 1, 9, and 8 also is coming through as an important. Strong connection to Egypt is coming through. Maybe you guys are going to be very drawn to Egypt. Maybe you guys were, you know, your past incarnation or one of your incarnations had something to do with Egypt and you just feel drawn. You know, this could be your power place, or maybe the pyramids is something that you want to work with. Sacred geometry is also quite important that's coming through. So it feels like you're going to disconnect from the world a little bit and you're going to go deep within yourself. This is not going to be isolation, rather than a mission to explore through inspiration to do certain practices, certain hobbies, certain rituals. You're going to get those dials set up right? Because it's almost like you're finding the right spell that works for you. You're finding, for some of you, it's this energy of elemental magic, something that has to do with colors, and something that might involve chakra activation over here, guys, coming through very, very strongly. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the Queen of the Oracle, Queen of the Moon Oracle, rather, and see what else he wants to add, or maybe something new will come through when it comes to this next lunar cycle coming up. Yeah, and again we have the hand. How very interesting. Look at this. Only here you're open and they're kind of showing you what you could achieve. And here they're saying resistance. Like right now you're using your energy to resist the change, to resist accepting your power. It's almost like it's very difficult for you to believe in your power. For some of you, you need to work with water. Maybe you're a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, strong energy of needing to connect with the water, or go for a nighttime swim. Interesting. They're telling me there's something about going for to a body of water. You know, if you're not feeling safe swimming at night, don't. But there's something along the lines of needing to be next to water at night. Some sort of insight, inspiration, or some of you might be very tempted to paint or draw the sea, the ocean, the river. And it will be like a symbol of things flowing, things moving, and you releasing the past. And this is very important for some of you. I hope I'm not going to trigger some of you, but guys, come on. I need to tell you, the next lunar cycle, it's going to bring a very difficult grieving process to an end. So it does feel like, you know, for some of you, you might have lost somebody important. It could be a person, it could be a pet, it could be, regardless of who it is. But the grieving process comes to an end, and you're going to be finally able to let it go and to accept your power. So that's what I see for you, my lovely option number 2. Hope you enjoyed this reading and it resonated. Claim its magic down in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you're up for a personal reading, send me an email. The email's in the description box below. Alright guys, take care now. Bye. My lovely option number 3. Hi and welcome to your reading, guys. So, when we're talking about you, the lunar cycle, here what I'm getting is maybe not seeing the direction you need to go, right? Which direction do you take? Where do you go? Do you stay? Do you go? Do you change the location? Do you stay where you are? Do you change the job? Do you stay where you are? It's this indication, you know, that you are at a crossroads right now. And you're like, I really want to be able to see. I really want to be able to see. So I keep hearing CC. Okay. So we have the safe travel card over here. A lot of you, you're looking for home. Maybe you were somebody who had to travel. Maybe you went to a place you thought was going to be magical, and then you ended up being very, very disappointed. Incredibly disappointed in this place. You're like, oh my God, I envisioned everything totally different. Happened to me like a million times. It's one thing on the picture, but when you get there, it's completely different. So when we're talking about the next lunar cycle, it feels for some of you, if you're in a place where you don't want to be, you're getting one step, but that's going to be a big step forwards to getting out of this place and going to where it is that you're meant to be. I feel, you know, for you, option number 3, you have been traveling for most of your life, maybe. Or you had to change locations and you had to live in different countries. So you're somebody, you know, who has a couple of cultures interwoven when we're talking about, you know, your character. Maybe you're somebody who's mixed race. Maybe your parents came from different countries. But here with the next lunar cycle, there's definitely an indication of taking that one step further to get out of where you don't want to be. For some of you, it's an indication of literally just going, you know what, I'm leaving. I had an acquaintance and he had a really good job. He was working in IT. And then just in one day, he realized that this whole thing wasn't for him. And then one day he quit his job and he went to Istanbul. He got drunk before, maybe he needed some liquid courage, but he traveled to Istanbul and he started pretty much afresh. So it's the energy, you know, of maybe for some of you, this is what's going to happen, where you're literally going to be, okay, you know what, this is not my place. I'm tired, I'm not wasting any more moments, I'm taking my chances, I'm gone, right? If you guys are in a place that you like, you don't want to move abroad, there's an indication of some sort of travel. And maybe you guys are a little bit anxious. Maybe you don't like flying or you don't like boats or whatever. Maybe you don't like tunnels like me. Hate long tunnels. Feel very claustrophobic in them. You're going to go on a trip that's going to make you feel very, very comfortable and you're going to be safe. Yeah, look at this fear. Oh my God, option number 3. I think a lot of you, like me, you're like, oh my God, I don't like traveling. Like, I enjoy getting there and exploring things, but the traveling, the takeoff, the land, oh my God, no. No. But it's the energy of moving on. I want to say moving on. So the next lunar cycle is going to bring you travel, change when we're talking about your environment, and kind of stepping out of your comfort zone to remind yourself, you know, that you're safe, that you're okay. Maybe some of you are just relocating to a safer area. Release. Oh my God. They're like, release the fear and travel. Release the fear and go. Oh my God, guys. Honestly, for a lot of you, that new lunar cycle is just going to bring the energy of release, of letting go, of being able to just be like, okay, you know what, there's no point waiting any longer. I'm going to take the chance. And for a lot of you, this is going to be life-changing. This is going to be something that you were meant to do for a very, very long time, because you're surrendering. You're like, I'm no longer trying to control anything. You're surrendering. And you might have been worried about your money. So I must say that with the full moon and the harvest moon, a hunter moon and the harvest moon over here, My darlings, you're going to get the money. The money that's owed to you. You're going to get a promotion. You're going to get a new job that's going to give you much more money that you have imagined. And there's a part of you, a very big part of you, that has known this for quite some time now. So just go for it. Go for it. All right, my dears, that's what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading and it resonated. If you're up for a personal read, send me an email. The email's in the description box below. So it's the link to my Patreon page with over 160 exclusive videos, additional discounts, and much, much more. So make sure to check it out. All right, my darlings, take care of your beautiful selves now. Bye.